Alright, the sun is shining, it's minus 30 degrees Celsius outside, and what's happening is this thing over here. Add 2 to the cold space, so 5 for now. Orphans of War. We can see more and more children on the streets, their parents killed by soldiers or starved to death. It is rumored that someone is trying to help the little ones. Well, that would be good. Place script token B in District 3. Okay, so let's do that. District 3 is the church. Okay, that's good that it came out before. All right, then we say here, when scavenging in District 3, you may return 4 exploration cards and discard the script token from the map to check the orphanage. Okay. Place this at the top of the time track when this card leaves the time track or is still on the time track when the current act ends. CH something something in red font, which is never a good thing, right? Red font. All right, so let's put this on top here. It pushes the flu outbreak away, which is a good thing. Makes it easier to go here if ever we want to. But again, I don't feel the big need to do that. Okay, so essentially we could go here, return 4 cards, and check on the orphanage. Now, I feel like we have to do that. I mean, children are dying, found dead, and starving, and when this thing leaves or when the game ends, it says to go read something in a red font. So, I think we're gonna have to go there. This is probably gonna be my mission for now, because there's only one other card left in here, and it's the ending event. So, essentially, tomorrow, we'll flip it, we'll read it, we'll play today to its conclusion, but it's probably going to be something big, right? So I figure if we need to do the Orphans of War, it's now. Okay, here are my people. Now this guy has to sleep, okay? But here's my thing, he doesn't have to sleep during the actions phase. He could sleep basically during the, scavenging. And the reason I'm not going to have him sleep now is because if I have these guys sleep, well then essentially this goes away and they have 2 more actions each. So I'm going to do way more actions if I just let this guy sort of, sleep some other time. So I think we're going to do that. So let's have Katsia with her trade commission and Rika. So these 2 guys are going to go sleep. Bang, bang. He's got 1 action, right? And his action could be to maybe put some food in the deadfall trap, right? Okay, let's have him do that. But again, we're good with the food, so do we just drop down the heat? Drop down the heat, because we're at 5, 3. You know me, I don't like that stuff. I don't know about building another bed. I feel like let's just get the heat down for now. Okay, let's get the heat down. So efficient heater, 2 wood, brings it down to 3. So that way we're all good. So these guys get unfatigued. Wow, that's a good feeling right there. Okay, so now everybody comes back. Now he's done. He's going to have to sleep later. So now these guys have 2 more actions. That's amazing. I think one person has to do rainwater collector because I'm not sure how many cards we're going to have left. Orphanage, something. I don't know. Somebody's got to go do Deadfall Trap for sure. So we need a chems. Well, I'll just discard the chems. And we'll put a weight token here. And rainwater collector. Unless we were like, nah, we can bring back the water. What could we... Could we build the bed, actually? It is 4 components and 4 wood. It would be really sweet to have 3 beds. But I mean, 3 beds at once. I don't know, man. No, maybe not. Okay, screw it. Let's just do this and weight token. Okay. Yeah, and now they have an other action. So you know what? Maybe somebody actually does build the other bed, right? I don't know. Let's build it here. And somebody goes to poke about. Now I hope I didn't make any mistake, and that doesn't seem like it's more actions than they should be doing. But if it is, then I'm sorry. So yeah, let's have her build the bed with all this. So 4 components, 4 wood. So again, this is building a bed for the ill. When you go there, you can roll the die. On 6 to 10, you can lower somebody's illness, which is, pretty damn good thing. Let's put it up here with all the other beds. Okay, let's remove that. And let's roll for her. Maybe we won't remove everything. Well, okay. So 1 wood or component. So let's just leave a wood. And essentially we're paying, we're paying 4 of each and then gaining 1. So there you go. Do the math. What's with the little paper here? Hey, little paper. We got toilet paper, apparently. So I hope I didn't mess up, but this is what it feels like. Now this guy has to sleep the whole night. Well, I mean, before he sleeps, people got to eat and drink and all that, right? So dawn phase, everybody's going to drink because that's the way I like it. Nobody's going to eat. So everybody's going to get a hunger of 1 and a 1. Okay. Now let's assign some jobs. So he will be sleeping in a bed for sure. We need people to defend the house. Now I'm thinking maybe we put 2 people with hatchets and we just send 1 person to go look at the children, right? To go look at the children. That doesn't sound right at all. I don't think we're going to trade at the orphanage. I don't think so. So let's send Arika there just because, I don't know. She's got roll for noise. I don't know what's going to happen. But if we step on a creaky board or something, I feel like she should be the one to go check on the kids. Again, thematically, she's a reporter. She should probably go, but I don't think the game's going to go that far into if you brought Katya in. I don't think so. So she and he, and then she's going to go outside. So let's raise all of these guys' fatigues. Okay, and of course, these guys both have hatchets, which, should come in handy. Are we bringing anything with us? I don't think the kids are going to need cigarettes. And we do have secret storage. Now, the reason you could say, well, just bring it. It doesn't weigh anything. I agree with you. But we do have to cross through some soldiers. Now, I say that like they're going to steal our stuff. Yeah, I always say that, but that's not a thing. What happens with the soldiers is they just sort of beat you up with the gray die. So just to be really safe, I think I'm going to bring all of this stuff with Arika. Just in case. Because, I know I have secret storage, but if I don't have to use it, then I won't. So let's just bring all that to the findings pile. I'm going to see an orphanage with a bunch of cigarettes and some coffee. Sure, that's good. All right, so here we go. We are at Plundered Old Town. So we've got our 16 cards here. Now, she's got to move. She got to go to the church. She's going to go that way, right? Because both ways have dudes. So she'll go bang, bang. So she will lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. Now, I'll roll for this guy after, but let's actually just take out the 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, she needs to roll a gray die for the soldier. Ouch. Now, she can use her prowess to do that, to try and avoid that, and she will. And she's fine. She's a sneaky devil. Yes, she is. So now, the Orphans of War, it says, return 4 cards and discard script token B. Now, do I, at least before I do that, do I take some cards to bring back some water? Because we got screwed with that one time when we were fixing the bridge. You did the thing, and then we're like, your exploration is over. Your scavenging phase is over. I'm like, oh, come on, man. So you know what? I think I'll do 1, 2, with the rainwater collector, the baddest result we can get is 1 water. So let's bring back 3 water plus the 1 from the rainwater collector, right? So I'll discard these to make them into water, just in case the game throws us a curveball. And then let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to actually go read in the book. So it says to remove this token and go read a thing, H3. Oh my god, this is so long. All right, this is a whole page of dialogue. So let's, let's start right here. A large single-story building stands in the middle of a large garden. The area was once fenced with mesh on a brick underpinning, but shelling and scrap collectors had long ago destroyed most of the fence. We walk in. Some of the trees have been cut down ineptly, as if by someone who has never before held an axe in their hands. We approach the door, but before we reach it, someone comes outside. It appears to be 2 women. One is holding something in her hand, possibly the same tool which was used to mutilate the trees in the garden. "Leave us alone," says a female voice. "Please." "We don't want to hurt you. We're just looking for food," we reply truthfully. "We've got almost 30 children here. We're starving," says the other woman, and we hear true despair in her voice. "What is this place?" we ask. "An orphanage. It's just the 2 of us here. My name's Elena. I was the headmistress here." The older woman introduces herself. This is Sanja. The rest of the staff left to be with their families, and we stayed. We look at one another, then at the women, thinking frantically. They can't go out looting. 2 women, not too young. How can we help? Blurts out one of us. We don't even try to imagine what their everyday life is like. The tears come to our eyes, unbidden. Bring us some food, anything. Some stale bread, asks Elena, and we can hear she's about to cry. We nod in reply and leave. Okay, flip the Orphans of War event card face down. Roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of each character present. Oh, damn, Erika's got empathy of 6. Oh, that's bad. A result that is equal to or lower than a character's empathy, raise their misery by 1. Okay, let's keep reading and do this after. Search the special locations deck for the orphanage card and place it on a location space on the board. Place a corresponding location token in District 3. Search the story characters deck for Elena, the orphanage headmistress. Place her card next to the map, above District 3. Then place a favor marker on space 1 of the favor track on her card. From now on, when scavenging in District 3, you may return 4 exploration cards to interact with Elena, as described on her card. Resolve favor, see script indicated by favor token. Okay, we'll check this out afterwards. In order to resolve favor for space 1, you need to have green tokens, sugar, vegetables, raw food, canned food, with a total value of 10 or more on the findings pile. The more you have, the better. And then it says, if Sveta is present, see H687. Sveta is not present. And then back to game. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to do here. Okie dokie. So first, we gotta see about Erika, if she's, grief-stricken by all this. Now, she's got an empathy of 6. So let's see if if this stuff makes her cry. It does, yeah, a lot. Okay, so she gets a tiny bit miserable. And I mean, children are getting sick and all that, so it's understandable. So misery of 1. Then we got to get the orphanage from the special locations. So let's see here. We got factory, port, airport. No, that's not for this. No, it says locations. I got to go get the special locations. And we have orphanage. Let's just look at this real quick. So orphanage, return 2 exploration cards to look around, return 6 cards to play with kids. Exploration tokens cannot be placed on this card. Okay, so we're putting this at the bottom with the other locations. Hold on the location space. What they mean is up here. Ooh, okay. And then it says to replace the token, the matching token with it on the board. So we got to get rid of one of these locations. Wow, it doesn't say the furthest or anything. Okay, but you know what? I mean, right now, and we have to put it in this district. We already have something. It's the red one here. So I'm thinking, let's just keep it the way it is. Let's get rid of the ruined cafe and replace this with the orphanage. Let's do that. It seems fair, right? It's in the same spot. So there we go. And it's not like we absolutely needed or wanted to go to the ruined cafe, right? So then we need to go get Elena, the orphanage headmistress. So we've got these people here. We've got Angus, Carl, and Elena. Okay, so here's her favor track here. So if you have any of the following tokens with a value of 10 or more, you read a thing. Okay, so we can go back there and, give them a ton of food. And now the thing is, I don't know if we'll have time to do this. The game is so short. We could go see Mirza and sort of like ask him for help to get some food and then maybe go give it to them. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that would be doable, but I think time is going to be our enemy here. All right, so that's it. So this. So all this was this. So from now on, we can go here, interact with her, give her some food. Okay. Okay, so our exploration phase is still not over. So I had put 3 cards down to get me some water, but she has an inventory of 3. So my whole discourse was a moot point, as they say. So I'm going to return the rest of these cards because I cannot even explore there because it says so on the card, exploration tokens cannot be placed on this card. And I don't have any food with me that's worth 10, so it's not like I can interact right now with this. So yeah, we're pretty much done with the soul scavenging. Okay, all right. So I'll put her on the findings pile, and now let's go do the night raids. Alrighty, night raids. Well, there's nothing to steal except a measly wood. We've got 3 board ups represented by this die. 2 people with hatchets, a reinforced door that adds +2 to each character on guard duty in terms of prowess. And she's got prowess of 0, so 2. And he's got prowess of 1, so 3. Okay, and the bad guy is... it's the flippin' raging gang again. For feck's sake. Okay, oh my god, that's horribile. Okay, well, let's start with her. So, she's got prowess of 0, so she can roll twice. Let's go. Number 1. This is actually pretty good. Now again, I would like to roll the actual hatchet logo, but this isn't too bad. Yeah, okay. So we'll add her 2 up here to the 3 board ups, and then he can go, and he's got a prowess of 1, so he can roll 3 times. So 1. Yes! Good man! Good man! Oh, that's beautiful. This just kills the card. Oh, yeah, you guys, that's just the best feeling in the world. Urgh. Yes, all right, excellent. Whew, I'm sweating. All right, so people are coming back. Everybody's happy. We've got a bit of water. We've got a butt ton of cigarettes and coffee and all that jazz. All right, here we go with this big mess over here. Let's do the dawn phase right now. This will not be red because the news did not move. And let's see if we get... Let's not forget, our dude is in the bed. I'll just put him on the card here. So basically, he has reduced this by 2, but his fate will not activate because he's sleeping. And we get... Well, I was going to say stumble. Makes no sense. So raise the wounds, no. Lower the illness, nobody's ill. Discard meds, no. If cold minus board ups equals 5 or more. Wow, that's generous. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're at 0. Discard white engagement tokens from the map. We don't have that. Move white soldiers to districts. I'll do this off the screen here. So the guy in the factory is going church and then outpost. The guy in the outpost is doing old town and then port. And the guy at the hospital is doing airport and then factory. Okay, not a big deal. Resolve weight tokens. Then discard them. We do have weight tokens up there. So we can do the water first, I guess. So, yeah, let's try to make it work. Okay, it's a 2. That's 2 water. So we're at 5 water down here, which is pretty nice. And then we've got the deadfall trap. Now the chems was taken away in the actions phase. Let's roll. Oh yeah, we have a +3 here. +3. So 1 + 3 is Quatros. And Quatros is 1 raw food. Still better than nothing. Thank God I had that +3, right? Because 1 to 2 is nothing. Okay, and then Resolve Spirit A. So Spirit A on him will not activate. He'll just stand up because he was having a little nap. Her, it's coffee, or else raise her misery. Coffee, or raise his misery. And cigarette, or else raise her misery by 2. Wow, I never noticed that. 2 is a lot. Okay, so cigarette, and coffee. Okay. All right, so all in all, not too bad. The whole misery aspect here is, I do not like misery, but I think we can keep it under control, honestly, because it's not like our people are starving and they're lacking water on top of all that. So I think we're good. And let's not forget narrative actions. And then you guys will be at the ending event for Act 2. Wow. This act, I feel like maybe this act is like, we're going to help you up, because in Act 3, we're going to slap you down. All right, so let's see. We've got Traitor and a knife. All right, so Traitor, play at any time during the day actions, the dusk, the evening, or dawn phase. Okay, so pretty much every time. You may perform a trade to exchange tokens from the storage for any other tokens. Wow. Again, this is a reward. This is pretty damn nice. Huh. You can do this during the day actions. Wow. Okay, cool. And then got it. Play during the scavenging phase. When resolving a findings card, you also find a knife. I mean, yes, but I mean, we're so good with the hatchets right now. I think this is pretty sweet. Like for this act is doing fine so far, but I mean, if ever, this is nice. You don't have to go out. You don't have to go out. You don't have to bring an umbrella or anything. So I think I'm going to keep this. Yeah, why not? Okay. All right, we are done. So let's go check out the last day of Act 2 with ending event 2. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button down below. Now, I know it seems like a very small thing to do, but it actually does help the channel when you do that. And if ever you should find yourself in a super generous mood, well, I do accept donations via PayPal. And anything you give, big or small, will help keep me going.